All the sparkling pieces resided in a special room. One Adelaide had only visited once when they'd held a grand party. Mama had allowed her to choose a bracelet, but not the piece she'd wanted most, the giant yellow diamond set in a glittering hatpin. "No, dear, not a Florentine. You'll wear that on your wedding day," she'd said. Now the diamond rested on the desk, surrounded by several pieces she'd seen that night. Adelaide inched closer, her fingers reaching for the nearest item, a gold necklace with several thick, large squares linked together. Dangling from the center was what she and her brother called a lazy sheep, because the ewe hung as limp as their cat when it slept in her arms. She'd seen Papa wear it on formal occasions, and he'd told Otto all men in the Habsburg Empire received one, something they called a golden fleece. Mama stepped in front of her. "Adelaide, did you hear me? I need you to collect your siblings." She shifted her gaze to Mama's, then to the jewels and the case beside them. A few others already sat inside on black velvet. "But why are you packing them?" With a sigh often heard when her younger siblings exhausted her, Mama finally replied, "Because I'm taking you, along with your brothers and sister, to our palace in Godolo." Where Baron Steiner said he'd meet her? "But why all of them? We never do that." "Because we will be gone for some time." Her insides tightened, and her skin grew all itchy. She didn't want to go to the other palace. She loved it here. The halls, the gardens, the hill where she and Papa watched over their city, Vienna. He'd tell her stories about their family and other emperors of the Habsburg Empire who came before him. "I don't want to go." Adelaide crossed her arms. Mama knelt in front of her and gently brushed a lock of hair from her cheek. "We must leave. There are people who don't want us to stay." "People can tell Papa what to do?" She thought no one could do that. "They can try." Mama gently gripped Adelaide's chin. "Papa is strong, as are you and I. We are Habsburgs." Mama's words reminded her of why she had raced in here. She nodded, trying to recapture that feeling. "I am strong. I finally bested Otto at hide and seek." Warm pride filled Mama's face. "Then, since you are such a champion, think of this as one giant game of hide and seek. We shall hide in Godolo, and we will take our jewels with us. Won't that be fun?" "Perhaps." A little of her scratchiness eased. "Will we return here after our game has ended?" Mama stood, moving her hand to Adelaide's shoulder. The tiny wrinkles beside her eyes deepened. "This is our home. A Habsburg has always lived here. Papa and I do not wish for that to change." But wishes do not always come true. Chapter 2. Present Day. "That woman's a thief!" It took approximately 4 words to kill a reputation. Oh, Everleigh Wheaton supposed it could take a few more or a few less. But in all her 35 years, 4 remained the average. This moment lent support to the well-worn fact. Palmer Quimby, disinherited son of Everleigh's former employer, jabbed his long and manicured finger in her direction. "She stole everything from my mother!" Silence spread across the corner cafe, the lone diner in this small town of Kenton Corners, Illinois, where moments ago the clink of dishes and hum of conversation had filled the air. Now every eye and ear tuned in to the show Palmer put on with an almost gleeful zeal. Everleigh bracketed her hips with her hands and sized up Palmer. This wasn't the first time she dealt with bogus accusations, and she doubted it would be her last. "The only thing I took from your mother was my weekly paycheck. Now, if you're hungry, please have a seat. Otherwise, you can leave." The slant of his nose created a harsh line, practically as severe as his dark eyes. Funny, today they weren't bloodshot. They were, however, narrowed in on her with animosity.